Well, good morning. It is Friday here. I'll let you. That's Friday. I wish it was Friday. It's
Friday.
Monday. Good to have you guys on. And boy, I'm in the middle of two camps. So I went to kids camp last week at Enloe. That was really good. It was really one of those like when Vacation Bible School goes really, really smooth,
Mm-hmm.
and you wonder like what you missed. Did we lose a kid? The camp went really smooth. Had one
Nice.
kid had to go home because he was sick. That happens. And then we had one kid that hit his head on the concrete, and we had to kind of watch him, but he got to stay. So,
Nice.
but other than that, everything was really smooth. It was nice. And so then we had came back. Uh, Sean's memorial service was really, really well attended. That was really cool. And then I don't know. I just feel like I've been running. Got back Thursday, jumped into Friday, and then Saturday I was here from 6:30 until 6:30 in the morning until 7:30 at night. Here most of the day Friday. Yesterday just one service. I didn't know what to do with like just one service in a day. And then today our students, we have 6 students that are going to go help, and it's a student mission trip for them at the next camp. But I'm also the camp pastor there, so that'll be a whole lot of fun. Get to do that. Have to kind of switch back because I do 4 messages for the camp. So I did that last week, and then I had to like flip that switch and then do the memorial service, then the Saturday night service and Sunday morning service, and so then I get to do 4 more this week for a different crowd. It's different with each crowd. Same way with Saturday night and Sunday morning services. So anyhow, getting ready to do that. We'll head off and do that this week. So that'll be way cool. And then it just doesn't slow down. Friday, your mom and I have to run to Albuquerque. We're going to go ahead and spend a night, and then we'll come back Saturday. So crazy stuff. After that, next week we have nothing going on.
Take a break.
Well, catch my breath.
Yeah.
Because then we have first and second grade camp Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm taking a little vacation. So you guys will get Luis Olmos will come back and preach for me. So it'll be our first time having someone fill the pulpit with 2 services. Well, except for Seth did it. Seth did a great job. That was really cool. But I was here for that one. So anyways, so that's what's happening going on. But that's nothing compared to, let me see if I can share this. Where is it? Share
screen.
Yeah.
All the icons look completely different.
I know they keep changing stuff, and I get why they do it, but so is it going to share? Oh wow.
Oh.
It just popped it up there. They changed that.
So I saw some options that was like entire screen, Chrome tab. I think you can make it bigger in that little. There's like the little 2 arrows. Nope. Yep. Nope. Right there.
That?
Yeah.
I'll lick it. So we are going to be celebrating 125 years of ministry on July 26th. And we're probably not going to have the Saturday night service because we'll be getting ready for that Sunday morning. So July 26th at 10 in the morning. It's got all the information here. This is from our website. So it's going to be a blast. I need to start sending out invitations. It's only 6 weeks away.
Yep. Which goes by pretty fast.
Yeah. So that's going to be the big deal. So we're going to have so what our plan is, we'll see how this works. Our plan is to have the service outdoors. So out in the parking lot in the back, to invite former members. The hard part is former staff, like especially pastors.
Yeah.
Because Hugh was here for 16 years.
Yeah.
I've been here for 20, going on 23, 22. 16 and 22 is 38 years. I'm pretty sure the guy before Hugh's not around anymore. So, um, because Hugh, I don't know if he'll be able to come or not, but if he can't come, at least maybe we can get him to do like a little, just a short little
Oh,
video
yeah.
for us to show. And so, anyways, we got all kinds of logistic stuff to figure out with that, working with leadership team on that. Um, but that's our plan, is to do it outdoors. We may change that. Um, to have a fellowship meal afterwards, have testimonies. In fact, one of the things that we're asking people to do, um, uh, is it on our website? It might be. I'll have to. We'll put it on there if it's not. We want to collect 125 stories of what God has done
Mm.
in people's lives through. We started as First Baptist Church Cloudcroft and continuing as Summit Christian Fellowship. So 125 years. That'd be cool. 125 stories. We're not going to show like 125 stories
Yeah.
there, but we'll start dropping them into the social media, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be neat. Inviting people. Our executive director from the state convention will be here, inviting just other people to come and to celebrate with us. So that'd be cool. One of the topics of conversation in the leadership meeting about this was, should we invite other churches to come? And I said, I feel really weird inviting other churches to skip their church to come here.
Yeah.
If we had it at a different time, if we did it on a Sunday night,
Yeah.
then certainly, because
Right.
churches
But
could shift.
during their worship time is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
that always feels weird. It feels weird for me when other churches do that, when they invite people to miss their church for
Mhm.
Sunday morning to go to the other, but that might just be me. Um, who knows in next generations, but that churches it may be, we may end up being like one church with multiple campuses. That may be the feel eventually. That's kind
Mhm.
of already the way people are treating some things. Um, as long as the beliefs are the same, the
Mhm.
essential doctrines are the same, that's okay. And uh, within Southern Baptist, you can do that. So, but that's going to be so much fun. Man, so much work to do for that. Um, we have a book of history, but it only goes to 2001, their 100-year
Mhm.
celebration. So, and I realized we haven't kept like all that great memos and stuff, but
Yeah.
I've been here all but one of those years. Well, I came in 2003, but most of those years I've been here, so we can maybe fill in the gaps and make that available to some people.
Mhm.
Um, so that's going to be that's crazy. Our nation is only 250 years old, so
I
we're half as
know.
old as our nation.
That's crazy.
Yep. Um, we predate the state. We predate, I think, even our local Baptist Association and our state convention. Um, so we the church came about just 2 years after the village was formed. Cloudcroft was started in 1899,
Mhm.
and we came around in 1901.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Also, I need to go and start scouring. You can help me do this too. You know how people post pictures of Cloudcroft and stuff on social media. So
Mhm.
I need to start scouring all of those and try to get some of those pictures. We'll maybe make a slide deck
We
for.
have a few pictures
Mhm.
of like the outside of the sanctuary when they had like just solid wood doors
I,
or
well,
the
yeah, we have that one. We
yeah.
also have. I have to make sure I find it. I don't know if you guys are like this with photos. Takes me forever to go and find a photo that I'm looking
Mhm.
for. But we have a picture of, and most people don't know this, our sanctuary is made of cinder block.
Yeah.
That was the first building built here. The church started at the other end of Cloudcroft or Burrow Street, the other end of Burrow Street, down by where that Texas Hotel is. That
Mhm.
the is it the what do they call the hotel that's about to open on Burrow Street? The Cloudcroft Hotel, or
Something like that.
anyways, the same people that are remodeling the Cloudcroft Hotel
Mhm.
are the ones who bought the old Texas boarding house, and it was somewhere down there What was really funny was I had someone from the Catholic Church come and ask me, and they said, "Hey, I've heard two different things that you guys say that you were down there, but then the Catholic Church says that they were down there too." I said, "Well, I've got a book of history. Let's go look."
Mhm.
So we went and looked, and when First Baptist Church moved here, they sold that building to the Catholic Church.
Oh,
So they
so
were both. It was
technically, yeah.
yeah. So it was the Baptist Church first, and then when we came down to this end in the 50s ish, I guess, um, then sold that one to the Catholic Church. So they were over there
That's
for a
pretty
bit
cool.
too. Yeah. So we're like, oh look, we're both right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of neat. But lots of history. Gosh, 125 years of ministry in
Mhm.
Cloudcroft.
It's crazy.
That is cool. Yeah. If only we'd come a little bit earlier, we could be celebrating 25 years here.
Mhm.
I could have that last 25, but that didn't come on the centennial celebration. I'm sure there's a word for 125. I've heard the word thrown around for the 250th celebration,
Mhm.
and it's some weird, funky.
Yeah.
Uh, we and then those of you who have read Hunger Games or watched the movies, that don't throw quarter quell in there or something. That's 75 years. Is
Yeah.
that right? So, anyways, a lot of fun. That's going to be it's going to be a lot of work getting together,
Mhm.
but that's going to be a whole lot of fun. We also you can, if you remember, put it on the calendar. The third Sunday in July, we're going to have baptisms.
I think it's
Is it
already
already on there?
I think it's already in there.
Okay. We need to start promoting that. Um, so much going on. Oh my goodness. And then we're gonna blink twice. Well,
Mhm.
actually, we don't even have to blink. Almost we'll have 1 week after the 125th celebration, and then all the fall schedule starts back up.
Pretty much. So we won't start on the 5th.
So we have that 1 whole week,
One whole week.
and
We'll
then it all
start
starts.
on the 12th.
Yeah.
Yep, that's crazy.
Yeah. So the 26th, the big celebration, and then what, like a week and a half or something
Yeah.
like that. But
So the summer baptisms are the 19th of July.
yeah, the
Yeah.
third Sunday, because the fourth Sunday is the celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't want to get too crazy trying to cram too much in at one time.
Mhm.
And oh my goodness, new people all the time. I introduced Bryce and Megan to you guys, one with
Yeah,
the little
we were talking
baby.
with them
Oh,
before.
good. Oh, good. Uh, so that's cool. And he just got stationed at Holloman, but
Mhm.
all kinds of new people
Mhm.
coming. Um, the weird, and I hate the way this works. I won't get into SBC politics much, but the constitutional amendment, and I think Al Mohler is the one that made it, the president of Southern Seminary, one of our 6 seminaries in the SBC. All the media hears with that is that the SBC devalues women. I mean, that's all they're going to hear,
Mm.
And just so you guys know, that's nothing at all what that is about. Um, and 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 I don't know if I talked with you about this. I told Mom and Hope. Um, Part of it is our fault as churches. The Bible is really specific on who the pastor is, not just that it's a man.
Mhm.
Um, but when you call someone a pastor biblically, they are the overseer for the church,
Mhm.
the local church. We have begun to use that phrase pastor for anyone who holds a leadership position in the church: children's pastor, youth pastor, worship pastor, pastor of administration. I think that was my title at the church that I came
Yeah.
from.
Second pastor.
Administrative
Yeah.
pastor. Yeah, we called it
There's senior pastor and like a junior
associate. Yeah,
pastor.
associate pastor. The Bible doesn't make those kinds of distinctions. And we've really been thinking about this a lot as the leadership teams have been working through what do biblical elders look like in our context here at this church. And so, um, that has really messed a lot of things up in this discussion of who can be pastor.
Mhm.
Because women in ministry always, back, and it's not a cultural thing. This goes even all the way back in our Baptist roots. And if you guys don't know Baptist history, Southern Baptist Convention didn't come around until 1845, but they were Baptist way before then, back in, even not just in the Reformation, but even just before the Reformation. So Baptists have been around for a long time. Anabaptist, not anti, but
Mhm.
Anabaptist, which means rebaptizers, were the first, and that came about just before the Reformation was happening. During That's people who were rebaptized. That's what that word means. And it's interesting to read this. You're thinking, why would they do that? Well, because the Catholic Church baptized infants,
Mhm.
and the Catholic Church views things very differently. That's one of the steps of salvation. That's one of the sacraments, the things that impart saving grace. Um, and so there was a group, Zwingli and some others, a group who said that's not biblical. Baptism after salvation is biblical.
Mhm.
Believers baptism, we call it. And so they weren't baptizing their infants. They were baptizing people after they believed, and some of them were killed for that. And I remember when I first read that, I thought, that's insane. Why
Yeah.
would they care? Here's why they cared. Because the Catholic Church was the church and state together, and that happened with Constantine in 3 or 500 AD. Constantine pulled those two together, the emperor of Rome, to make Christianity the religion.
Mhm.
Um, and so church and state were together, that the the church had civil authority, kind of like they did in the New Testament in Jesus' day. And so when they didn't baptize the infants, have you seen the Bibles that, like, when you open a Bible, it has baptisms,
Yeah.
marriages, and deaths, all those? The church was the one way that the state knew who to tax.
Mm.
So that would be like in these days not getting a social security card, because Obi got a social security. You had to fill that out at the hospital, right?
Yeah.
So that was the birth record. Well, in that day, that happened when they were baptized in the church, christened,
Mhm.
might say. Anyhow, so um, women in ministry all the way through. Our two big special offerings for missionaries are named after women who are very strong women, strong leaders. Um, Deborah in the Bible, the only female judge, but it also says there that God called another man and he wouldn't do it, so God put Deborah. So we're not saying no women in ministry at all.
Mhm.
As a convention, as a Southern Baptist convention, we're not saying it at all. It's really, and they should define this better. But who am I to critique Al Mohler's
Mm.
stuff? To say we need to stop calling other people pastor who aren't the overseer of the church.
Mhm.
That's only ever used for that one kind of person. So anyways, that happened in SBC. That passed. They have to do that again next year for it to be a constitutional amendment. You have to. That's kind of weird. Have to
Yeah.
2 years in a row, and we haven't had that yet. So all that happened in Southern Baptist life, um, but we're celebrating 125 years. We don't predate our convention,
Mhm. Yeah.
the Southern Baptist Convention, because they were around for 40, 46, no, so 45, so that would be 50, 56 years. But this church came about only 56 years after the Southern Baptist Convention was started.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Mhm.
So, anyhow, so that's what's happening, going on. So many things, and then we didn't even mention in August, the beginning of August, we're having our family camp out,
Mhm.
along with our family. Campfire Fellowship is what we're calling it, but someone has offered to donate buku, that's a lot, of fish for a fish fry.
Oh, wow. That'll be fun.
So I'm thinking we can just incorporate that into that Friday night camp out, and then also have, if people want to come and eat burgers, I'll opt for fish, but
yeah,
on that Friday night. So that'll be way cool.
That'll be a lot of fun.
I've never done the fish fry, so I don't know quite how that works, but I said someone else is gonna have to cook them. They're already been cleaned, isn't that cool?
That is actually
They've already been caught and cleaned, and so anyways, that's coming up, and then what just makes me tired. We need to sit down with our student leadership team and talk about the fall, how we want to organize, because it's good time to make some tweaks for the fall. Anyways, man, big stuff. Yep. Let me pray for us. Send you out, and then, man, I'm gonna jump in, getting stuff ready to head off to camp week 2. I know at least the third camp it's 2 days and 1 night. So First Sacred Camp, that's a breeze. They're so easy. They lay down and take naps. We call it have quiet time. We lay in our bunks and have some quiet time. So that'll be way fun. So let me pray for you guys. Lord, you're amazing. Thank you that we get to minister here. God, I pray that, Father, you would continue to work in us and through us. Thank you for this church. God, thank you for bringing people in every week, new people. Help us to get them plugged in, to minister to them well, and to equip them, Lord, for the work of the ministry. And God, all this so that you would get the glory and the honor and praise, and that people would come to faith in Jesus. For it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I think Obi's about done too. I can hear him in there.
Just started our day.
Yeah, I know, right? He just wants Grandpa.
Probably.
He may also want something. Hope not letting him have to. So.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys, and we will see you Friday. I'll be here Friday.
Yep.
Not Wednesday, but I'll be back Friday. All right.